Hello everybody! Welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns, broadcasting the Minish Cap Randomizer Tournament Season 1. We've got the lower bracket quarterfinals, Round 2, BlueZy versus karsen777. Commentating for us are mixing up their names now. Just Hayden and Hendris01. Say hello everybody!
Good evening, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm back from the dead!
Oh, that's right, yeah, you took a break, Hayden, didn't you?
Yeah, I took a month off. It was good. I'm
bad
finally
yourself.
recovered from my necrosis. I banned myself, Steve. Oh, that was something else. Just to roll the seed again for this one, so we're in for a treat. I might so ban myself again. We don't know.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I'm gonna stop calming. I've already been gone for enough.
Yeah, so we have BlueZy versus Carson. This is going to be the quarterfinals, if I recall correctly, for the losers bracket. And no, yeah, it's the quarterfinals, right? And the winner will advance to the semifinals round 1, where they will face off either against me or Dax, depending on the outcome of the match. And looks like we're starting. No, we're not. Oops, sorry. Now we are. Okay, cool. Okay, so far Link's house doesn't really have anything too spectacular. And yeah, as you can see, BlueZy is setting the quick warp before heading into the tower, or the wind trap I suppose, while Carson will do the tower first, and then going up to town.
By the way, off topic, but Hendris, it's done.
It's done? Cool, thank you.
I'll make sure one of the comms get it.
Okay, yeah. So, the first goal of the racers is to find a way to break trees. It's not in the shop.
Oh, shop dead.
Yeah, shop is dead. That's unusual.
That's amazing. We're already up to a great start.
And so is Juliet. So yeah, in order to break a few trees and get to their first major location, which is going to be the Rupamania cave next to Link's house, yeah, they need something to either cut or burn down trees, or blow them up, I suppose. Although they could swim or fly around it as well, depending on how they're going to get their items. But somehow I doubt that
Don't really see any progression so soon, like in other one.
Yeah, it's probably going to be either Tingle Trees or it's in Courtyard.
Let's face it, every seed are always a nightmare.
Debatable, but yeah. It depends on your definition of a nightmare. Cape Go mode. That's technically possible, however we haven't seen a check for the elements yet, so we may need the cape fairly soon.
I mean, my definition of a nightmare, and there's a sword.
Yeah, okay.
My definition of a nightmare when it comes to my feet is you either are getting completely trolled, or you're getting a jet seed with trolls.
Yeah, that's a winning with you. Oh, and the spin attack. Okay, so
okay.
The runners now have access to the Rupamania cave in Southern Highway Field, and access to Trilby Hills. There will only be 2 checks waiting for them in Trilby, but it's always a good idea to check them fairly early. Yeah, and BlueZy decides to go into Courtyard as well, and not go straight to Southern Highway Field. I suppose it makes sense, since you don't want to orphan any Sphere Zero checks, since we know from experience that that is a bad idea. Yeah, but it looks like the Courtyard is empty. And BlueZy should be making their way now towards either Truby or Southern Highway Field. However, I would say that's probably going to be Southern Highway Field. Yeah, and Carson, straight behind BlueZy. He's going to enter the cave maybe like 5 to 10 seconds later. Okay.
Okay, so we found our fairy stick and our bomb, so
Very sick.
not the worst.
Yeah. Okay, so the runners now have access to more or less Minish Woods, also I suppose the back of Minish Woods.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, BlueZy is choosing to skip Southern Highway Field checks and the what's it called? And the Wind Quest.
Yeah.
So it looks like he's going straight for the Beanstalk, and maybe he's going to quick warp after that. Who knows at this one? Okay, that's
oh my
Cape.
god, early Cape.
Okay, that's early Cape. That's actually it's not. Is it useful? Yeah, it is. Cape can make.
This has got interesting.
That's Todd access exactly. The runners have access to Terra droplets. Oof. Yeah. Is there going to be something in droplets this early? They still need to find some sort of lamp, which would help them greatly in droplets. Yeah, other than that, yeah, that's basically Lake Hylia. And BlueZy scouted the mushroom in Minish Woods, just shy of the Jeeper Shrine. Which means that we have access to them fairly early. Which is nice since you kind of wanna check your fetch quest items or your one-off items as soon as possible. Well, generally speaking. How long until they handed? Okay, we've got our first map check. There's no Cave of Flames and there is no cloud tops. So it has the potential for being a fairly quick seed. However, since this is a Hayden seed,
we know that's not the case always.
precisely.
For all we know, we could have to go to Cloud Top and do the boss.
Yeah, that's totally possible. In order to access the graveyard, we still need our boots and the lantern and the graveyard key. And the boots especially have a reputation for being somewhere not good. Well, the key also, but lately the boots have been more more evil in location than the graveyard key.
I doubt we're gonna see Graveyard Key on Dompe again.
I just want to see the most jerk seat ever. Yeah, then you've come to the right place. This is a Hayden seat, and Hayden is, I'd say, fairly infamous for his...
I'm very evil when it comes to my seeds. Unless they, for some reason, my seeds decide to be nice.
Yeah, Hayden, your seeds have a reputation for being the chaotic evil of seeds.
The way you can sugarcoat my seeds are,
Okay, we just found a bottle.
throw everything you know about the logic with any other seed out the window.
Yeah. So, first of all, with the bottle, that's access to Quennel. So the runners may choose to go into Quennel or Lake Hylia. But it looks like BlueZy is choosing Hylia over Quennel, at least for the time being. And then still regarding your seeds, yeah. Seeds generally follow a certain logic. Hayden seeds don't.
Yeah, they have no logic. They do whatever the F they want.
Play the Plando then. Oh yeah, there's always the Plando. The Plando is a thing that Dax and Myth, I want to say, not came up with, but erected out of stone.
I gave them free rights to do whatever the crap they wanted, and
They delivered.
made a masterpiece that
That's
became a
Castle
nightmare.
Gold Cave. Yeah, it's a masterpiece that became a nightmare. That's yeah.
That's the best way to put it. You know it
good way
as
to
well
put
as I
it.
do.
I
I
beat
mean,
the
you ran
plan.
the seed.
I ran the seed. I know how evil it is.
Yeah.
And kudos to everyone who can do it with in sub 7 hours. Yeah, interestingly enough, both runners are deciding to go through Lon Ranch before heading further up in Lake Hylia. Is there one of this seed? Probably on my church somewhere.
There might be one of when I did it as a sub goal.
Yeah, Hayden did it as a sub goal, but
We didn't finish.
you didn't finish.
Uh,
You said no.
I had
after,
stuff
like,
that came up that I needed to do during that day, so I was working on it.
Yeah, but this is actually good routing from both BlueZy and Karsen. You want to do London Ranch area before doing the Lake Hylia area, just in case that London Ranch has your lantern somewhere, and you don't want to go all the way through droplets without your lantern, only to pick it up maybe 5 minutes later. Okay, that's not a kinstone.
That's a
Cloud
cloud
Tops.
top. So we have both one of our casters and a cloud top.
Yeah, it looks like BlueZy is not even going to check the Lake Cavern, Waveblade, and the Heart Piece, and he goes
Dipping
straight for droplets.
into droplets.
Yeah.
It isn't a worse call, the cape being part of it, so there might be something here, there might not.
Yeah.
Again, it's a wild card, it's a meat feed, anything can happen.
Yeah.
BlueZy knows that as well as I do, so
Yeah.
that's why he's probably dipping into here, because he thinks there might be something here.
Yeah. Since the runners have access to 6 fairly quick checks. Yeah, and Carsten is making the play that BlueZy didn't want to take, which is visiting the southern area first, and it actually paid off for BlueZy to not check those beforehand. Although I suppose BlueZy could always just enter droplets just to get the quick warp done, and then discover the southern parts of Lake Hylia, and then just quick warp back to droplets.
I know this isn't gonna happen, but I'm expecting them to find a chapter. Don't know why. I'm just expecting a Jupiter to be found in here.
Okay, with that, BlueZy picked up the big key, and now he's making his way into the depths of the 6 first items in droplets. He can't go any further since he doesn't have the lantern or the flippers, unfortunately. And droplets is empty. Yikes. Yeah, so after checking droplets, there are still 2 locations up near Northern Hurry Field. There's Trilby, Town, and Quennel. Which, well, Lower Quennel, which I can check. In order to activate the Wave Blade, check here, the runners actually need
You
10 heart
need a
containers.
requirement of 10 hearts, so that's something we'll still our runners have to keep in mind.
Yeah, the first 10 hearts are the most important ones.
After that, you don't really need to worry about hearts. There's a bonus after 10.
I suppose you don't want to really fight Vati with just 10 hearts if you're not experienced.
Good.
Because
Not
Vati
that
is
hard.
Well,
Unless B3
the
decides to be a
Darknuts-
troll.
the Dark Nuts really tend to do damage. So the Dark Nuts, well, before heading to face the final boss, players will have to go through a small gauntlet, which includes 3 Dark Nuts. 3 Dark Nuts are, if you remember Zelda, probably the most challenging non-boss and non-mini-boss enemies in the game. And one of their charged corkscrew attacks deals a whopping 6 hearts of damage. So if you get caught in a corner and get one swipe, or well, maybe 2 swipes in the corkscrew, you're done for. And Marty himself also deals some decent damage. Okay, yeah, BlueZy checked just the bell before heading into Trilby now. You can do that. Bell is a very quick check that you can do while just passing through town. And it looks like he's going to make his way to Quenla next. Okay, he's spotting a heart piece there, which he chooses not to pick up. Karsen instead is going to actually hand in the mushroom. And BlueZy finds his second sword.
Okay.
Okay. That's Quenla's sword. That's very convenient. That's a very convenient spot in Quenla.
That does open up at least like one check in town.
Yeah, it opened exactly one check in town.
Which is literally the dojo, which I don't think he's gonna focus on. He's gonna focus on getting as much as he can get done at the moment in Colonel before he goes anywhere else.
Yeah. Karsen instead is opting to do a few more town checks, especially picking up Din's Charm. Din's Charm is a consumable item that temporarily boosts your attack by about double.
So your damage of attack will be doubled, so you can do a bit more damage. So with a base sword, it's basically like white, maybe red. So give or take.
Yeah, I think relative to each other. The Smith sword deals 1 damage. All the white, that's Flame Lantern. Wow. Okay. The white swords deal 2 damage, and the 4 sword deals 4 damage, of course, because it's the 4 sword. It's 1 times 5 Smith.
Okay.
Okay, then I was misinformed. Maybe not.
Give or take. We don't really.
Yeah.
We're not experts on the sword damage. We just know it's double.
We just know that Din lets it deal more damage. With your sword, with your bombs, and with your bow. So you can make easy work out of Simon Simulation, and especially the Darkness later on, which I talked about already.
Yes.
Yeah. So with BlueZy finding another Flame Lantern, he has the option to go back into Droplets, since he can check the second Whipping Path. And since Droplets is in a required dungeon, it's not too bad of a call to head to Droplets and at least get the blue warp done in order to get your red sword and then come back later to Droplets. And Karsen's stream is buffering for me.
Oh, is he not moving for you as well?
Yeah. I'll quickly
Okay,
reload the
that's not on
page.
my end. I'm gonna refresh on my end too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess it was a slight hiccup on his part.
Hopefully. Cast stream is lagging. Okay. Yeah, currently for me cast stream is offline. So yeah.
Well then,
Yeah, that way we can quickly concentrate for a while on BlueZy, who is going to make his way up to Upper Cradle. He can check 2 things here. Is it 2? Yeah, it's 2. He doesn't have the...
Yeah. We have the Bomble wall right here, and then the other one on the other side.
Hey,
Yeah.
just jumping in
Okay,
Okay,
Carl's
really
back.
quickly, I'm gonna... Oh, never mind, he just came back up. Okay. Don't
Yeah.
mind me.
Welcome back, Carl's. Carl's picking up his green sword as well. And he's straight on BlueZy's feet, basically. Entering Quenel when BlueZy is just about to leave it. Yeah, with a lantern, BlueZy is able to check one more thing here in town. Although it looks like they're choosing to do a few more town checks just before heading to droplets. Well, back into droplets. Oh!
Oh, grip rings. I don't think he's gonna be going about droplets. I think he's gonna be going about, I don't know.
Yeah, that's totally a possibility. So grip ring opens up, I believe, about 14 more checks on Quenel alone. That being...
Yeah, that's including rubies.
Yeah, exactly. That includes the Beanstalk up in Quenel, which has a few premier locations. And since they already have the cape, the runners can choose if they want to go to Cave of Flames using the vanilla route. Or I suppose the vanilla path. Unfortunately, this is a very, very tedious and very time-intensive check, or I suppose investment to make. Which means that the runners usually don't do them unless they absolutely have to. Since it easily loses about 4 minutes, if I recall correctly. And you don't want to really spend 4 minutes checking into a non-required Cave of Flames. Okay, yeah, BlueZy did maybe like 2 to 3 checks in town, and now he's heading into Southern Highway Field. Quickly activate the Wind Crest before heading back to town, apparently.
Karsen just now picking up his lamp.
Yeah. Yeah, currently they have no way of beating any dungeon. They need at least one more sword for Octo. And after that, it's basically a free-for-all. Whoever gets the next major progression item will probably get access to some before. That's not too unlikely. That's not too unlikely, Alex.
But the real question is here, is Anju gonna actually have something?
Oh yeah, Anju.
Because in a me seat, Anju never has anything.
Except when she does.
No, this will be actually the first time she ever had something.
Well,
In
that's
a
always
seat
the first
I would
time.
roll, if she does.
Okay. BlueZy just sent the White Kaku a bit too much to the north. Yep. He'll be picking up his... Yeah, there we go. But, yeah. One thing that you missed, Hayden, is that we now have bingo for Minish Cap.
Oh no, I was aware about that.
Yeah, Myth and I managed to integrate a automated bingo card generator, which we used in the showcase lately. I think it was yesterday.
Yeah, it was yesterday that y'all did it.
And there was actually a cane up in Deepwood, of all things.
Really?
So I suppose it's not too unlikely that we'll see a some sort of cane shenanigans as well here. Yeah, Carson trying to go to Cave of Flames. Unfortunately, he still needs his cane for that. Yeah, BlueZy is choosing to not get Din's Charm, since I think Myth calculated that getting Din's Charm is about 30 seconds slower, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, Simon is also one of those checks that you kind of don't want to offer for too long, since it has a habit of having good if you offer it too long. Okay. What BlueZy just did is a so-called save scum. He saved beforehand because the actual waking up animation of Link is longer than just saving and then quitting and loading up the save file again. And it looks like
We
we're going
don't
to...
use it as much, but there are key points when we can use it, and it will be very effective.
Yeah.
Just because it's more better to do than, like, a quick work.
Yeah. Okay. Karsen finding a Karsen zone up in Quennel. So BlueZy has to go there eventually. But this is the
That would
first...
be our second one. I can't really tell because, I think Person Tracker's supposed to be auto tracking for him, but it's not.
Sorry, what? Oh yeah. Karsen's auto tracker on his stream page isn't
Yeah,
really...
so I don't know what he has so far, but there's the
Oh!
Jabberknight.
That's the nut. Yeah, this could actually be our quiet entrance to Deepwood here. If we don't find the flippers in a minute. Well, not in a minute, but in the foreseeable future, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is the first like major route difference that the runners take. Karsen choosing to go to Quennel, whereas BlueZy wants to pursue his lantern. Which I think in logic it kind of makes sense, since Karloff...
It makes more sense to go towards Dropwoods,
Yeah,
since it feels like the best way at the moment.
yeah, and it looks like Karsen opted to not go into the hassle of going to Cave of Flames using the vanilla route. Yeah, this is one of the best strategies for the Scissor Beetles that BlueZy... Well, yeah. So the Scissor Beetles are enemies that are kind of cumbersome, especially when you don't have the lantern. Sorry, the boomerang. So it's advised that you quickly light up a torch to check where they are, then stun them and whack them with your sword a whole bunch until they explode. Yeah, Karsen opting to go to Grimblade. Since currently our latest progression was in Quennel, which was the Lantern. So there should be technically some sort of item locked behind the Lantern. Did BlueZy check the secret cave? No, he couldn't. Since he does need the red sword for that. Okay, then I think that's about every single lantern check that we currently can do. Apart from the rest of droplets. Yeah, BlueZy is on a bit of a lower hard count for droplets, or well, for Dark Maze, since you can easily lose a lot of health here.
Yeah.
Especially in the following room. If you get pinned into a corner by one of those fire snakes, they
You
zap your
can
health.
easily die very quickly, so it's
Yeah,
one of those situations where you need to be...
okay, let's see if it paid off. Okay, that's dash attack.
That was it. Not a
Ew.
lot, but it's something.
Yeah. Well, I suppose dash attack is dash attack can be quite useful, especially when in wind ruins. Okay, meanwhile Karsen's picking up the Rockbreaker. And with that, BlueZy only has 2 more checks left in droplets, until he maybe has to pursue some other check. So there are still a few more locations left open in town, which Karsen's going to check. And then there's still the vanilla path to Cave of Flames, I suppose. Well, and Deepwood. But for that, BlueZy has to access the Colonel Beanstalk either way. Oh, BlueZy getting trolled by the pesos there. Yikes. Yeah,
Never fun.
That's super close. That's close, BlueZy.
That's way too close.
Yeah, those blue bulldozers deal half out of damage, so one more hit and BlueZy's out. And it looks like, yeah,
He
he's
just
good.
really wants to get to the chest.
There we go, that's a hard piece.
Okay, there we go, and that helps.
Yeah, so we know that our progression is at least not in droplets for now. He opened up the blue orb, which lets him get back to there fairly quickly. But now he has to go somewhere else. I suppose he still has to do the minute checks in town. There's still a fountain. And I think that's about it. Oh, and this... no, can't check the school.
So,
Nice
I
progression.
want to point out that BlueZy thinking of hard pieces, like Karsen has, so in the off chance that Wayblade actually has something, that could come to bite him.
Yeah, he says that. Well, we still know the... yeah, okay, so the Colonel Beanstalk had, I think, a few hearts. Or heart pieces. So that's where BlueZy can jump if he needs to.
Yeah.
But still, it's kind of unlikely that that's actually something good on Waveblade. I only had like one seed where Waveblade was important.
I say this because there has been one seed I rolled where, oh, I don't know, it had Brick Ring. And we all know how Error reacted to that. He was not happy.
Okay, yeah, it looks like BlueZy's making his way into Krendel now. Since that is his, logically speaking, that's his most dense location for the items. And he can put his grip ring to good use here. Unfortunately, we still don't know if there's something good in town. We've got, I think, about 2 unexplored checks in... no, 3, sorry. 3 unexplored... no, 4. Yeah, 2 in town, sorry. Unexplored checks left in town, which might as well have the cane. So... that's a thing. And I think BlueZy knows this, so if there's nothing good here in Krendel, he has the delight of choosing between town and Cave of Flames. Oh, or Deepwood Shrine, I suppose, since that's...
Yep.
that's
That is
also...
the logic.
However, I don't think that BlueZy will go into Deepwood just yet.
I doubt he will, with only a lamp.
Yeah, you kind of want to have your Gusture before heading into Deepwood. Although they have Lantern, which is... it's nice.
Bombs only opens up like so many chests.
Okay, that's one more Castle Waltz Skinstone for BlueZy. So that's 2 out of 3. But they still need the red sword in order to gain access to Western Woods and Castle Waltz. It's totally possible. The runners can now choose between going into Cave of Flames, Deepwood, or Minute checks in town. And all 3 of them checks are currently very... they don't look too attractive. Let's see if BlueZy is going to choose to quick warp, or if he actually pursues this item. Okay, he's going back. Okay, so he's going to either choose to... he's choosing either Deepwood or Town over Cave of Flames. Which makes sense, since Cave of Flames is a non-required dungeon. Oh, he didn't even turn his mushroom in. Just a few arrows. So yeah, let's see if BlueZy will regret his decision to bail out of Quennel. Almost a bit since he did away. Yeah, that's fair. You get your Gemini after obtaining the grip ring, which you got after obtaining the cape. But still, it's a bit surprising that the lantern didn't have any. Yeah, the required knot is going to be a meme band though. It's a meme point. Sorry. So it does count towards your points, Hayden. We haven't seen Cave of Flames yet. Yeah. The band list consists of a little chart regarding band points and meme points.
Hey.
Yeah, if something is Cave of Flames, that's not a meme point then.
Gotta rack up them points.
Okay, so it looked like Deepwood actually was lantern locked, so you do need the lantern. But I suppose you get to lantern either way when you're in Quennel, so not that big of a deal.
I'm just a man that knows how to rack up points.
Yep.
Without even trying. Like my seeds want me to get punished.
That came out wrong.
I know.
Yeah, the vanilla path to a optional Cave of Flames. That's quite something. You know what's even better though? If the progression item is on level up of all things.
You know, you're not wrong. You're not wrong there.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Unfortunately, it can't be the cape. Since Levelopus has a tendency to actually have the cape. Levelopus is the nickname that we gave the boss of Cave of Flames in Gleerock, because it's basically a fire type or fire rock type Lapras. It's either the Levelopus or the Hyrulean Lapras.
That or it's just a straight up shiny Gyarados.
Oh, that as well. Yeah. Yeah, since Lucy has the cape, he can quite easily skip a few portions here of this dungeon. The cape as an item breaks the game. It's a cargo bed with the Lapras. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
The cape breaks everything in this game. When it was made, they didn't intend for you to have capes early, so...
Blue's using some advanced strats here. He's actually using the bombs to make quick work of out of the bulldozers here. I haven't seen that. That's pretty cool.
That's good to know.
Yeah, but the bad thing about that is that BlueZy is now out of bombs, and he needs to blow up a few dust particles.
I'm expecting some bombs to show up soon.
Yeah, with some luck he's going to get a... Okay, that was actually close. Yeah, let's hope that he gets a bomb drop here somewhere. That's not a bomb drop.
There's a key. That's not a bomb drop, but that's a key. That's still nice, though.
What's he doing? Oh,
He
yeah,
was thinking about save scumming. I knew what he was doing. He was like, I
yeah.
could save scum, but at the same time, we're shit.
You kind of want to open up.
And there's bow.
Okay, that's the bow.
Oh my god.
But he can't get the bow and he can't access the quick warp since he doesn't have bombs in order to blow up the dust.
God, that fire is so bad.
Yeah, so while using bombs in order to fight the Malulosers paid off in time, it didn't really pay off in routing.
It ended up backfiring because he can't get to the bow.
Yeah. Now he's going to quick warp. I don't.
Oh boy.
Yeah, those pods are hard only. Sorry, BlueZy. You should have checked the pods in Deepwood. So now he has to get back and get bombs from somewhere. And I think that might cost him a few minutes.
And this is why I now say, conserve your bombs.
Especially
Because
if you
it
only have
might
10
just be your breakthrough.
Yeah. But luckily, if I recall correctly, Belawi gives you bomb refills.
Yes.
He doesn't.
Or not.
He only gives you refills in the vanilla game. And now BlueZy resorts.
BlueZy having to find some bombs, which hopefully he can get to them. Because he did open up the shortcut, and I think there's bombs that are able to drop around here. I don't remember where.
I don't think that's a guaranteed bomb drop here.
It's not. There's only like one place I know that guaranteed bomb drop.
I
But
know
I'm
of
gonna buy them.
2.
I know a couple.
Yeah. And it looks like BlueZy actually going for one, which is going to be the Northern Highway Field cave. However, he needs bombs to actually access that, and I don't know if he already blew it up.
Probably did.
Yeah, the thing is, you kind of want to prioritize the yeah.
If not, he can get through.
Yeah, the thing is, you don't want to get into town to get some bombs, because then you can't quick warp. BlueZy can now quick warp, which is going to make it a bit easier, because he can go straight back to...
He's gonna check
Never
what's
mind.
over here.
Yeah, but that's going to mess up with his quick warp.
Yeah, so...
And yeah, Ricky, it happens very rarely that one out of bombs before hitting it. Well, okay. Cast fighting Great Spin on Waveblade. Was it Waveblade? I think that's Waveblade, right? Yeah, that's Waveblade.
Okay. Yeah. So the weird thing about this whole entire area that's on the outer part of town is that there's no loading zone in between it, so unless it's transitioning to like Minish Woods or in the town or like somewhere else that it's its own separate area, it doesn't affect your quick warp. So it goes. So had BlueZy not gone to Bill Falls, he would have kept that quick warp and could have immediately gone back so much quicker.
Yeah, that lost him probably about half a minute, if not even more. Now he's saving. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if I agree with that save, since
I don't agree with that because you're getting the bow.
you want to have the bow. You kind of need well, you don't need it now, but you need it eventually.
Yeah.
On the other hand, though, he only has 3 more checks left in Deepwood. So if those 3 checks are empty of all things, he has to
I
go.
expect that bow to come into play.
Let's hope it comes into play.
May not seem like it will, but I'm sure it's gonna.
You know what would be extremely funny? If one of those chests had a bomb refill. Okay, that's compass. And a piece of heart. So one more
I
chest.
mean, we were close. It was some sort of refill.
That's fair, yeah.
Could have been this one though.
I'm busy going to check the last. That's a big key.
Okay.
So Depot wasn't really the best plan of all things. You only got
Besides
bow.
getting the bow,
The bow is nice, but you don't need
the
it
bow is
immediately.
nice. Unless it was... If that's her only first logical bow, then it was required to come here, at least some point
Yeah.
soon. Unless...
Nimbus, it's either minute checks in town, so we haven't seen the bakery or the half-ledge, if I recall correctly. Or it's Cave of Flames. So, 2 more chances for Hayden to redeem himself. Which is not going to happen, if I recall correctly.
It was bound to happen from the
Yeah.
start.
It's bound to happen. Wasn't a question of if... sorry. Yeah, wasn't a question of if, only when. So yeah, let's hope that BlueZy actually chooses to do the half-ledge before going to Kernel. The bow in Vanilla, that's in Castle that's your... in the northwest corner of Castle that's where you get your bow. There's the diminished crack with the Moldozers in it. Okay, have I lost BlueZy, or is it just on my end? Yeah, F for BlueZy. Okay.
Slight lag.
Yeah. Since I just refreshed, I think my streams are a bit... There we go. Okay, now they synchronized.
Yep.
Yeah, BlueZy is doing the right thing and choosing to go for a few more locations here in in town. Yeah, the bow as an item isn't really used that often besides Castle and Wind Ruins. Well, Fortress. But other than that, you don't really use it since the arrows...
It really doesn't have too much use.
Yeah, the arrows deal like half the damage of the Smith's sword. Yeah, that's our container. So BlueZy now has access to its Great Spin on Wave Blade. Is it 10? 3... Yeah, it's 10. Okay, cool. Yeah, however, he can't access Hyrulean Lapras just yet. Because he needs the cane to actually get there. Okay. BlueZy saving and quitting instead of quick warping. Good thing he'll get his king in Cave of Flames. Not necessarily. There's a possibility that he gets his cane somewhere else, and that, I don't know, that Cave of Flame opens up maybe a few boost occasions. Last Caskinson, then Ken and Gordon.
So,
I like how you think. It's... yeah, I think Westward is the most probable one. Okay, this picking up the Great Spin there. So, hooray! You can quick warp.
to be honest, Nimbus, that's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
It seems like the most logical.
And then
thing.
the next thing is up in Cloudtops.
Yep.
And Western
All
Woods is going
that.
to be entirely empty. What's he doing next? Oh, is he going to go to... BlueZy's going to Fountain next. Can Cane Young Georg? No, it can't. Logically, you are required to have the cane to get even to the Blue Warp in Palace. Since there's this thing that we call the cane skip in Palace, which is a fairly precise jump using the cape. that
Good old Cape Skip.
yeah, that's cane skip, and but by logic, you are required to have the cane when doing that thing. Logic accepts cane, even though you can skip it, but you're not getting your cane after it. So I think one of the most meme things that we still are waiting for in Minish Cap is the cane in the cape chest and the cape in the cane chest. I think BlueZy just forgot about one check in Fountain, which is the flippers check. But I think we did see it and it was junk. So, congratulations, Hayden. I think it's actually going to be Vanilla Path to Cave of Flames.
Okay.
Did we say hide and seek for no logic? Yeah. We did say that.
We said that a lot. Because we have to emphasize the fact that we have to say it a lot.
Where's BlueZy going? Oh, BlueZy, yeah. BlueZy went on autopilot there and tried to go to Cave of Flames using the cane route. But you can't, since we do not have the cane.
And this is why I like my seat.
Oh,
they
where's
want to
that
be weird.
Yeah. So it's funny. When I read your WW Kinzone, my mind went immediately to Wind Waker Kinzone, so I was a bit confused there. But it's Westernwood, so it's Castables, okay.
And that's honestly why people like my seat so much. It's because they're unique in their own way. Compared to other people's seat. I don't know why people like my seat so much.
That's a very positive way to say it. I like your seats because I do better. The worse the seat, the better I do.
I mean, the people that run my seat probably don't like it. Unless you're BlueZy.
Yeah, so far we haven't seen any Fury swipes, which is a bit unfortunate. However, Karsen is straight on BlueZy's heels. Karsen chooses to skip Deepwood and pursue Cave of Flames.
Oh, come on, Sean. I'm sure you would love my seeds. Just not running them.
Yeah, watching hidden seeds is a bit more entertaining than actually running them. And I think
It's more fun to be the person watching the seed than running it.
Yeah, and I think it's also a bit more better for your health to watch the seed instead of run it.
I wish you can handle this insanity that I throw at people. Like, if you're a newcomer, I would not recommend asking me to roll you a seed. That's all I'm saying.
I've not played hide and seed, that's a good thing. Yeah,
Sean, that is a good thing. I would not recommend a newcomer playing my seed. My seeds are meant for, the more advanced comers. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, it's,
Unless you're looking to, rip your hair out, don't play a seed by me.
It's fairly easy to, but it's fun in masochistic way. Yeah, in a nutshell, yes. It's kind of easy to put the seed rollers and their seeds into alignments, and Hayden would be on chaotic evil.
I'm gonna be the evil person that wrote the seeds that are just cruel.
The pizza bird was fantastic, thank you, Alex.
Yeah. I'm the one special case out of everyone that rolls seeds for the Minish Cap.
Yeah, I think that's the reason why we have the banners in the first place. because everyone just rolls the most atrocious seeds ever. Sort of Malawi. But that would mean that we need the cane, and I don't know if the seed will give us the cane this early.
I'm calling it now. We're gonna see a vanilla cane. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen eventually.
If it doesn't, then it'll be French vanilla.
Yeah. And also I think that your seeds have the highest probability of the final sword being in Dark Hollow Castle. Okay, that's a big key. Add Tingle. Oh, that's just rubbing it in. Oh.
Oh, that's just amazing.
Yeah, so Tingle is a check that you can do only if you have the cane, and all one of us are still missing the cane. So
The only catch is Tingle isn't the brightest of the bunch.
yeah,
Since he doesn't like to carry anything that's progression.
except when he does.
Yeah. Which is very rare.
Yeah, but it's still possible, so kind of want to check Tingle. Just because Tingle had the force on a few times, and you don't want to risk it.
Yeah. Never risk Tingle. That's the #1 rule of running a seed. Don't risk Tingle.
No, the #1 rule is never skip Percy. Actually, we do have quite a few rules set up now.
We have a lot of rules. I don't remember which Tingle is.
We have. I don't think that we actually wrote them down once, but it's something akin to the likes of don't skip the memes, always check Percy, go to hiking.
Don't listen to Iowa. Don't skip Percy. That's a terrible idea.
Yeah. Don't listen to Nesmond. And skip it if it saves time. That's true.
Skipping Percy does not save time. Skipping Percy, like, can screw you over.
Yeah. And
I learned that the hard way.
I think one of our most recent rules is practice palace people. You don't want to do a cube there. And you don't want to... I think you missed that, Hayden. Cube took a tiny bit longer in palace than he should have.
Yup.
Oh, super sweaty. Yeah. We now can call people who kind of get lost into palace. We can call them doing a cube, or they do a cube. And if people take 17 minutes on Vati 3, they do a Nimbus. They each have a different kingdom, but I want to call it palace. Yeah. But hang on, I don't think that Carson and BlueZy have different kinzones. I think both of them have the same kinzones. Since both of them check the same things. Since they actually have to... So Vince, this is a vanilla path Cave of Flames. The others they last location everything, and they already checked everything, and there is no king to be found. So I think Carson actually has 2 caster in 1 Cartops as well. That's boots!
Hypothetically, what you're asking for is a plan.
Oh, that's boots! Okay, so boots open up 2, 4, 5 checks at the moment.
Yeah, 5 checks.
And in order to progress in Cave of Flames, the racers do need the cane.
Although, there could be that off chance that the boots were the only thing there. BlueZy is probably making his way back over to Guardian.
Yeah,
checking 2 extra shots there.
which are going to be on Gordon. That'd be lovely.
Indeed. Alright, so far nothing.
Yeah,
Boot checks.
Carson picking up the boots as well.
He's gonna make his way and start doing checks. Boots. BlueZy has already shown us that there was nothing in Garden. So.
Yeah, the tracker is probably wrong for one of them, but I don't know which one, since both runners don't keep track of their items on Emo Tracker. Okay, that's Kane. And that's Sword.
I guess we're going back to Chocolates.
No, I think we're going first. First, we're going for Western Woods.
True.
We're setting the quick warp at.
I learned that the hard way. You always go Western Wood. Mick told me this, and I regretted not doing that.
Yeah.
Because I learned the hard way that I was in the lead during the weekly. Until I chose not to go Western Wood.
Yeah.
So, that's another lesson and rule. Go Western Woods when you have access to it.
Yep.
Even when you have something that, like, is a required dungeon. Just
Okay,
go
that's a
Western
shield.
Woods.
And that's
That would
Cloud
be...
That's a Cloud Skin Stone. Okay. Okay, who's checking? So
So we have 2 Catherine and 2 Clouds.
Yeah. And since BlueZy just picked up the Cloud Skin Stone, that means that Carson currently has 2 caster and 1 Cloud Ops.
We're also 1 scroll away from being able to check Switchblade the First.
Yeah, that's a very convenient check that BlueZy just did, just to keep track of the Kinstones, because the Kinstones, they are awful to track.
Now, Hendrix. Do you think we're gonna see something on Percy?
Let's wait a minute. I think we probably.
I'm getting a small vibe that we might.
But it's always good to check him. And don't leave him alone with a moblin in his house.
Yeah, don't.
That's very cold-hearted. But Percy didn't really have anything too good for us today. Oh,
At least he got his health, that's all that matters.
yeah. Just to quote Myth, this is a very healthy seed. The runners have 11 hearts, and it's more than an hour in, so that's nice. Okay, Carl's pick up the cane there. Continued by his sword. Hooray! But he's not too happy about it.
Beanstalk is going to have
The bracelets?
our bracelets, our 7th scroll,
2 books!
2 of our books. Oh, this seed has got even better.
Yep. We're... the cane pickup was in London, boost check, along with the red sword. That's a big one back for Carson, so that's nice. That's convenient. And so far, I think, yeah, Western Woods was worth it.
Yes, it was Nimbus.
What happened? Everything happened. We got Kane and we got Red Sword. We also got 2 more books. And I think everything.
BlueZy
Yeah,
is going to check out Slipway the first.
let's check Great Uncle Herbert.
See what he's got for us today. Anything good?
Let's see. Yeah, this is why you don't look away. This is also why commentators can't remember the scenes. Let's see if the
This
doctor.
is also why you never want to solo commentate a seed that's I roll.
Yep.
Unless you're me and you can handle it. Which at that point, don't. Just don't. Terrible idea.
Yeah, only go and break them when the runners are either just entering Palace or when fighting Wobbuffet or what's his name? Octo.
Nothing behind the Dark Nut. But we at least did get a little bit more room for money. That doesn't really do it much.
Yeah, interesting enough, Carson didn't really fancy Western Woods too much. Although he might be on his way there now. Okay, he's handing in the Tingle Trophy first, which is a good thing to do since it's Tingle.
Poor
Aw.
Tingle.
Yeah, Jungle Tingle. That's yikes. And so far,
Hoping
Casa.
today would be the day.
Yeah, and so far, Casa really wasn't too overwhelming either. Although there might be something on hiking. But yeah, they can now do Octo. They can do Gleerock, and a few more. Oh, they don't have flippers. Oh yeah, sorry. Well, they can do short hiking, but not long hiking, or the proper hiking. That's Tops again. Okay. And Carsten is now just making his way into the Premier Cave as well. Picking actually up both shields. Same goes for BlueZy. So the Mirror Shield doesn't do anything in Rando. Not even in the vanilla game. When you hit it with something, it shoots a nut, but that's about it. Or I suppose that's some sort of lightning bolt. But that's it, and it's not really that much of damage as well. Okay, looks like Carson is checking the both of the shields that he just got. Both shields for both scraps.
Oh my god.
Oh! Yeah, Caster has been disappointing. Caster had nothing. Caster had less than nothing of value. So for those who don't know, the light arrows are useless as well. There are two.
Well, there is one case scenario.
There are two case scenarios. Yeah, but those
And
are
that was if we had to
very,
do
very slim.
the normal routing of Cave of Flame to get up to the. Well, actually, Mount Colonel to get the Cave of Flame without a cave.
Yeah.
Because what light arrows basically do is they allow us to like break pots.
Break pots and bushes. Sorry, not bushes, but little trees. So
That
that
is their
was
own main sole purpose. That's about it.
Yep. The light arrows can only be used either when you don't have anything to break your bushes with, or your trees, or if you have to go through Cave of Flames, the vanilla route as well. Yeah, this will be picking up his dog food in a minute. There.
Did find dog food, I think.
Dog food had nothing, unfortunately, and only some hearts here. So, what's left? There is the Quenel Scrub. There's Gravelade. School, Fountain, and rest of
I'm gonna
Shield
say
things.
school has progression.
I think it's probably most likely. But knowing BlueZy, he's probably going to want to get his first element anytime soon.
It wouldn't be the worst call.
It would be a good call since it's Octo, and it's a
Yeah.
quiet Octo.
But first he is gonna be able to get his first bomb bag upgrade, so that will help in the long run. It's always nice to get your bomb up to 30. Cause it's just the right amount of bombs you'll ever need.
Yeah. Here comes again.
Any more than that is like a bonus.
You can go to Game of Flames again, but I wouldn't do it immediately.
No, I wouldn't either. It is a little bit late for 30 bomb bag, but it's still nice to have it.
Oh,
Sometime.
BlueZy is not going to go to droplets. Where's he going?
I think I know where he's going.
Oh,
I know exactly where he's going. I think he's going back to the flame.
yeah, he wanted to quit. Yeah, at least he wants to get probably the Deco Scrub.
It's not the word
middle.
call because there is the odd chance that something's still there.
Yeah. Or Divergence. Yeah,
So this is a gamble on his part. And it could pay off.
yeah. Well, granted, is always something that you want to check, just because it's like 4 checks and within like 5 meters of each other.
Mm-hmm. So, not the worst call. This could pay off.
Yeah. We already saw the Trilby Scrub, which had junk. And the Quena Scrub had 5 arrows. Quenal Blades. You mean this one? BlueZy's just about to do that.
Pinstone.
Yeah.
That could be a disaster.
Picasso. Could be their fault.
It could be Cloud Tops or Custard, or it could be a rare fall.
I think.
Oh, my god! Oh,
That's their fault. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. With that,
that
BlueZy
should
has.
open up soon.
That opens up.
That is big. No,
That opens up
that is
Cloud Tops
big.
and Veil Folds. Yeah. BlueZy loaded. He can choose to go either to Cloud Tops. He can choose to go and visit the basement pillar in town, which takes a long while, a way too long while, or he can go to Graveyard. But Cloud Tops and Veil Folds are by far the most.
I wouldn't go to Graveyard unless
Yeah.
we
BlueZy-
find Graveyard Key. Because we still need Graveyard Key to get into Royal Crypt.
Yeah.
Because it is required.
Yeah, but Carson is doing the right thing, as well. By going straight back into Quenel, and hopefully picking up his Kinsos as well. Interestingly enough, Carson did not. He didn't do he didn't check the minute checks in Caster. He didn't check Deepwood, and he. Yeah, that's also, so this baiting kept him straight behind BlueZy.
But that was...
That's all.
Oh my god.
What was that? I didn't catch
I
that.
think that was Cloud Tops. I saw Tops in the name.
Ew. Ew.
That placement. Why? Why?
Do you know what that means? That means that the final Cloud Tops Kinstone is probably in Cloud Tops. And that means that
Probably.
they have access to Palace of all things.
Which means
Yep.
so much. BlueZy tried to jump on there, but went into the water.
Oh, that's Aquina.
Oh my god, there's our Ocarina.
Lovely.
Are we
That's
gonna see Yawari? Is Yawari gonna be a thing?
There's one Cloud Tops that Carson missed, but don't know which one it was. Probably was somewhere in Deepwood, if I recall correctly. Was something in Deepwood? Yeah, I think it was in Deepwood.
In Deep Woods we found a bow.
Bow. Okay. Oh, he did. He has the bow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he has the bow. Since he also went to Deepwood. Sorry.
First logical bow was in Deep Woods Shrine.
Okay, BlueZy's not going to choose to go to Cloudtops. Yeah.
I mean, it's only one check, so it's not really worth it.
They do have
And he can't really get that much. Actually, no, he could get pretty far.
He could just. They could just save scum that.
Yeah, he could have saved some, but I think he wants to check Graveyard. For what he couldn't.
Yeah, BlueZy's checking Graveyard. That's not bad of a call. That is at the moment his most dense location. With no mids, it's risky.
Yeah, with no mids, it is risky, because you're missing out on shit.
They do have the Ocarina, so that makes getting back to Valefort's a bit quicker, and leaving Cloudtops makes it way quicker as well. Yeah, you can clear most of Cloudtops with not mids. Should clear droplets, yeah. Yeah, I'll usually go up Cloudtops as well. Just because it's Cloudtops, you kind of want to go there. Well, or at least I want to go there. Yeah, and is Carson... Okay, Carson's going to go to Cloudtops. So if Carson finds anything good in here, he'll be rather plentiful. Oh, he's also leaving. Huh. Yeah, and Dumpy had nothing as well. Also, one thing that's interesting is that neither of the runners currently have the flippers.
We have not seen flippers at all.
Blue couldn't get to the crypt since they still need the graveyard key to open up the graveyard.
Yeah.
They're missing one item.
Unless Graveyard Key was on Dumpy. Dum
Nah.
dum dum.
BlueZy checked
I know
Dumpy.
it's not gonna happen.
BlueZy already checked Dumpy.
It's too much to ask for on a second roll, like actually being away for like a month.
It already happened, so it's not likely that it happens again. Unless it's a mistake.
It's super rare.
Yeah, and meanwhile Carson is going to droplets and doing a few more checks there. Okay, BlueZy checking Tingle now. He's gonna get disappointed. What they can also check now with the bracelets is Dr. Left. So they have the bracelets. I would advise them to actually check Dr. Left, just because the seed usually has fairly good reason to give you the bracelets this early.
Mm-hmm.
Has Carson stopped just for me again? Let's see. They check. Yeah, they did check the Silver weapons, so no worries there.
They did check.
Ah. Yeah, but at least they can now check. Down.
So BlueZy is checking Fountain.
Yeah, that's good.
Having issues with the cat. The cat did not want him going into Fountain. Oh, hi, Arrow! Bro, Arrow, when are you gonna run that seed I gave you?
Yeah, Fountain before Cloudhops is weird. You're right with that. Just because, well, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 checks in Cloudhops. Don't know if I agree with that. I would really like to see Cloudhops moment. Either Cloudhops or Dungeon. Yeah, especially since both races have the Ocarina. That makes heading into and out of Cloudhops way easier and quicker.
Karsen is doing the tricky jump. Somewhat tricky, but not really.
Yeah.
It's a pain.
Is that in logic? I think it is, right?
Yeah, that's in one.
Okay.
That jump is in one.
You want to do Cloudhops later?
Oh, it won't in this?
I don't know about that. Auto can have something? And other than that, it's Cave Flames? Or it's, well,
The entrance room that would completely crash the game.
yeah, I think it's pretty likely that there's something in Cloudhops. Hoi! Oh, Carsten's getting...
I mean, it could have been Nimbus. I've been gone for months, so I don't even remember.
Let's put Octo. That's...
I mean, Rywoods, it can happen. But come on, we all know we want to see 4 swords on Octo.
Nah, we don't want to see Fossil this early.
But the meme. I'm
There's
just going
the-
for the meme.
That's still the place for the Four Sword that's in Darkhold Castle.
You're right, let's go for that then.
Four Sword in York. Debatable. Does Carsten has... yeah, Carsten has 4 Cloud of Concerns. Didn't miss one. At least according to the tracker. Yeah, tracking king zones is always difficult. This isn't 100%, this is a randomizer. So, both runners are currently trying to finish to find all the items in order to finish the seed.
Vicky, you sound surprised. This is what happens when I roll a trolley seed. That not jet seed. We get this.
This is what happens when you roll a seed either way. So,
This is my seed true colors.
most likely, yeah.
Y'all thought I just rolled jet seed that were trolley. No. You thought wrong. You thought wrong.
The ETA is 3 hours because Minish Cap can take 3 hours if your seed is hold by hidden. It's very so the ETA for Minish Cap randos are generally speaking somewhere between 2 and 3.5 hours. If you're unlucky, it can easily become 4, but it's unlikely. Yeah, looks like Bruce is having a bit of trouble with the... There we go. Carsten doing a few rolls there. So rolling is something that you don't want to do in... most seeds are around 2 to 3, yeah. Sorry, 2:30. Yeah, it also depends on the skill level. Both of us are.
It does.
Yeah, both of us are very experienced with the randomizer, so we can expect that they finish somewhere around 230, if not like 240, 250. Car's getting very bad luck with Octo here. Yeah, that's a nice motorcycle.
Yeah, Minish Cap is one of those ones that execution doesn't really matter. It's on a matter. It's
Of logic.
more on logic, but
Yeah.
since this is my seeds are not based on logic, it's more based on luck, on where you go about your routing. So
Yeah.
that's the main key point difference when it comes to running a seed like mine.
Yeah, Car's getting. Oh, Car's getting 3 smokes. He missed a boulder there. Execution does better for movement, you're right. But you can waste more minutes by doing bad routing than doing bad movement. There we go. Yeah, so each smoke cycle that Octo does wastes about 40 seconds. So that's that. Oh, that's a vanilla element actually. That's nice.
Exactly when.
Yeah. And you know what that
No
means?
meme on Octo.
You know what that means though? There's going to be an item on Bluetooth.
Mm-hmm. Carson
was-
not checking Blue Chew.
And we still have the underwater pot, the ice melt pillar, the post-twin frozen chest, and Boba Fett left.
Oh no, it totally randomized. Synthetic.
This is one of my clouds. Yeah, Cloud is a good call, at least for now. BlueZy already checked the graveyard, so now the racers can choose between Cave of Flames, Library, and Cloud. Yeah, Castle's giving back time to BlueZy. Exactly. Unfortunately, we know that graveyard is empty. Dipping graveyard is good if you feel like you're behind, just because it's one of those checks that aren't often checked if it's not required. And if you can get through graveyard within a matter of 2 minutes. Oh, and it's required, so it's not bad. Team is okay if you're doing it between it. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Just because graveyard, 2 minutes. And 4 if you're doing graveyard and World Crypt.
I'm just gonna say if Dompe is required, I'm going to
Dumpe has nothing. BlueZy already checked Dumpe.
Okay.
Basement has like 7 to 8 items still. Yeah.
So another thing, it's looking like Cave of Flames has something.
I think it's more likely that. Well, I think I would route this towards Cloudtops first and then Cave of Flames, just because I would need to go into Cloudtops either way.
Normally, I agree with you, but I have that weird vibe that like there's something in Cave of Flame that we haven't yet to see yet.
We're about to see, I suppose, since BlueZy is going to check Cloudtops next.
Well,
And Carson is probably as well. Yeah, Carson is always also checking Cave of Flames. Sorry, not Cave of Flames, but Cloudtops. lucky.
I mean, you're not wrong. It would be the best troll.
The last Cloudop's son. That's not unlikely. But we do know that Cloudops actually likes to have a Cloudop's concern sometimes. Ooh, who's fighting the Sky Sharks? I want something to be on New York. We all do.
Oh my god.
Again! It's again the mids in Cloudtops. And both races getting the mids at the same time.
Oh my god.
Yeah, last time that the mids were in Cloudtops, it was the south kill. This time it's the north kill. The bosses are in the right dungeons. The only thing that's been randomized is the item layout and the elements. So in the vanilla game, you have 4 elements that you need to get to charge the Force Sword. In this version of the Rando, you have to get 4 elements in order to open up Dark Hyrule Castle. We're talking over in the last occasion, the Cloud of Skins on Tail of Flames. That's totally possible. There's still probably something that, yeah, that's probably now something locked behind the mids. I would, in my opinion, I would just finish Cloudtops and then heading to the treasure cave in Lake Hylia, which is also known as Hype Cave or Cave 25. Or I suppose Cave. Although that's a fairly stupid name. But yeah, so far BlueZy and Karsen are currently pretty much neck to neck. BlueZy did a few additional checks that Karsen didn't do. But other than that, BKN.
So, from the list of things, Mitts were the only good part that came out of this whole entire area.
Well, at least it's mids and not something like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree. At least it was moments.
So we still need to actually search for Augustia. And it looks like... Oh, okay. Karsen only has 3 card stones. Oops, okay. So Karsen's missing something.
Anywho, pipe cave time. What are we gonna see in the hype cave today?
Hype. So the first little KV had nothing too exciting.
This guy is a hard piece.
And it looks like Karsen is going to check town digging first. Which one he's... that's a good question, Wins. I'm not too sure. It could be the one... I don't know.
It's hard to say at this point, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hard to keep track of the kinstones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the butterfly. There's one Karsen missing. Yeah. Karsen's missing most some annoying. It's like, yeah. Too low. Short. Which one? We don't know which kinstone Karsen's missing. Since it's really hard to keep track of, and that's Caster.
So that opens up Fortress.
Yeah. Okay, now that's Fortress. So we could see our final Caster, our final Cloudtops Kidstone in on Gordon. Although Gordon is required, so not that big of a deal. But yeah, I agree. Minish Cap itself is really cool, but it's a tiny bit short for my liking. I would have liked one more dungeon. Yeah, that's totally possible that Carson will get his Dolphin Son somewhere close.
As much as I don't want to step away, I kind of need to grab my food that's ready now.
Yeah.
So I will be right back.
Okay, that's a scroll. That's Dumpfast. Okay, Dumpfast is useful. Dumpfast is nice for fighting York. Let's see if there's anything good else in Wind Ruins. I suppose that there's supposed to be something good in Wind Ruins, isn't it? It's Wind Ruins after all. It's Fortress of God mode. But so far, yeah, the thing that Carson is currently missing is his Kinstone for caster in Hype Cave. And it looks like he's going to go for a few more mid locations other than Hype Cave first. Which is understandable, but I would prioritize Hype Cave.
Okay,
That's my
I'm back.
first. The White Hearts are part of the Randomizer. Yeah. With the Randomizer we can control the color of Link's tunic, the heart color, and the color of the split bar. Okay, that's the next wallet. Was our objective better than what they could have? Yeah. We are currently working on changing Link's sprite. The problem with that is that Link's sprite is very elaborate. Link has a lot of sprites, and it will take a few more weeks at the least.
Give or take.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, the sprite table is just gigantic. Do have it up on our Discord, and I just closed on the. There we go. There we go. The walls and the lifts, and yeah, everything with Carson. Yeah, BlueZy depends on if BlueZy is going to check a few more mislocations afterwards. Because Carson just really found anything good there. Except maybe the butterfly. Okay, BlueZy is setting the quick warp here in Fortress. In order to get access to the so-called quick warp caves. One additional of the Randomizer is that we have the ability to quick warp, which is essentially an opportunity for the races to save and quit without saving quitting. So it puts them back into their last widescreen transition, which in this case is going to be the Fortress.
So the way to tell if you're changing your quick work spot is if you transition from a white fadeaway screen. If it doesn't do that and it just slides over, for it to like a black screen,
Yeah.
Your quick work remained the same spot.
Yeah, the racers, I don't know if the racers would fancy careful frames right now. Just because it's a bit out of the way. They have activated the wind quest, but it still will take a few minutes to actually get to Cave of Flames. Yeah. This is the so-called open fusion mode, which means that all the fusions have already been activated, and that's a great key. Once both of us have checked Tingle yet. Tingle had just 5 arrows for us. And BlueZy just picked up the Graveyard key, so they have actually access to the king now, to Graveyard. And since the World Crypt is coded as a dungeon, the king has an element for us. At this point, go where we go. That could always be the Gus Junk York. Or George, I suppose. Since we still do like our nicknames. Okay, Karsen also picking up the down thrust. Yeah, Karsen did a few more blitz checks than BlueZy did before heading into what's it called? Into Hyper Cave. Oh, okay, so one thing that BlueZy just attempted was a so-called boot cancel. Because BlueZy doesn't have the butterfly, unlike Karsen, the wind-up animation for the bow is very long. And oh, what did you roll there?
Oh my god.
Okay, we found 4 sword. That's nice.
Portrait to go mode.
Yep. So the only thing that the runners still need is the Gus Jar. Gus Jar go mode. Yep. It's like an age-old tradition here in TMCR. It's always the Gus Jar. Especially when I'm involved. Gus Jar and one Keystone. Yeah. Exactly. It's always either Gus Jar or Force. Well, it was Kane once before.
Alright, look, there's
That's the
Clippers.
first. What items are needed? So, in order to go mode, that heavily depends on your required dungeons. So, in this layout that they currently have, they are required to have the Forsword, the bow, the cane, and the Gastra in order to defeat Vate. Additionally, they do absolutely need the bow, the moments, the cape, and the bombs, and either the flippers or the Javelin. Okay. So yeah, since BlueZy saw a small key down in the key drop, he'll have to turn manage and get the key there. Okay, Karsen pick up the sword beam there. So for the time being, we are still missing our gas jar, which is going to be our last item that we need. Well, Karsten also still needs the graveyard key, but he'll find it soon-ish. There's a graveyard key for Karsten. Lovely. That was optional in the seat. I could have used the bow from Cast and Minish. Yes, I think, yeah. Will there ever be sanity waste in the future? There will be. We are going to have variety weeklies, starting next month, and those are going to be different settings. We also have the Freaky Fridays, but those are more sporadic, I suppose. Okay, Karsten picking up his third bottle there. Yeah, it will happen in the variety race settings or the Freaky Friday. However, we still need to actually plan the Freaky Fridays out. Okay, Karsten seeing a sword there. Falling back down to grab it. Imagine one of the holy swords just laying in some weird ruins attic. Yeah, it just never worked out so far. That's fair. That's Busky. Okay, so now they can actually fight Gordon. Your ward saving sword for a ton of money. Yeah. Yeah, the also can have very interesting places. Oh, BlueZy got grabbed. He's not happy about that. If Karsten gambles that Gusher isn't here. Yeah, Karsten could gamble that Gusher isn't in the back. However, they still need to defeat, not King of Jungle, what's his name? Gordon. Can I buy the source increments, please? That's not how it works. I don't think that BlueZy is gambling. I think he's just doing Gordon before heading back to the back. Ooh. BlueZy making good use of the boots that he has, sorry. I don't think that BlueZy is gambling. He's just doing Gordon first. Yes, because he has to beat him either way. And I suppose if there's a Gust on Gordon, not too bad. Yeah, they're just hoping that there's going to be the Gust Jar, not in Palace. Was the first game with ethics? Technically, no, but actually yes. So, in very many locations or very many languages, this boss, Mazel, and the boss of the Tower of the Gods in Wind Waker, Godhan. They share the same name, since they are basically one of the same boss. So Godhan as boss concept, or Zal as the boss concept, already appeared in Wind Waker, but this is the first time that it had the Aztec inspired thingy. Also, there's the Super Mario 64 with the and Ongo Bongo. Yeah, and all four of them are just the same type of enemy with just different design aspect. The enemy in Super Mario has some more deserty aspect to it. There's Bongo Bongo, who has a demon-like aspect. There's Godhan from Wind Waker, which is, I think I would put it into the Sheikah device category, since it's probably done with the Sheikah, or Godhan was probably built by the Sheikah, while Mazel kind of has really this Aztec-looking appearance. But yeah, this enemy type isn't too rare for Nintendo to use. Or it's not too uncommon. Okay, let's see what's in the big key chest. Just errors. So yeah, I think BlueZy should check the library first. Sorry, not the library, but the garden. But he's choosing to get the King's element first. Because maybe the randomized item in World Crypt is going... If it's the Gusher, it's good. And you have to do both of them either way, so not too bad. Since both checks are super quick to do. Oh, that's in the back half! So yeah. Then it makes the World Crypt better than Garden. Let's see if the backyard has something. Backyard of the graveyard. Okay, so since the king has an element, there's only one randomized item here, and we just saw that that's just a few arrows. But yeah, logically speaking, the progression should be either here in Graveyard, in Garden, or behind some sort of flipper check. I think that makes the most sense, more or less. But
Yeah.
logic and sense in a hidden seat, can't really count on that.
Yep.
Oh, and Cave of Flames. Ooh, yeah, right. Okay, that's the element. That's element number 3 for BlueZy. No, yeah, number 3 for BlueZy. Well, Carson's still fighting Mazel, or supposed Gordon. Gosh, I don't know what to put. That's the jar in the jar. The Wall Crypt gives you the Veil Fold skins on it in vanilla. Yikes. Okay, so backyard of the graveyard has been empty. The problem with the flippers is that they just open up so many different spots all over the map. It takes ages to check all of them. So now it's really just a race for who gets the gas jar first. And since it's flippers, that probably locks the gas jar. Hype shape. Yeah, hype game has been checked. And it looks bad for the gas jar in garden. Yep. So it's behind some sort of either mids or flippers check. Or Cave of Flames. Which isn't the best thing to check or to have to track down. Okay, that's the Boat of Life for BlueZy. That's nice. Could basically be anywhere. The funny thing about this image is that gacha can be literally everywhere, except if green tree is required, because the Dark Hole Gas Towers, they don't check for gacha. So in logic, you know that one room with the bomb bombs that you can suck in vanilla and then spat against the wall? In the rando, this room doesn't check for gacha. So you could have the gacha in the towers in Dark Hole Castle, which I really enjoy. But since we have green tree as an item, as an element boss, it's not gonna happen. Don't know. Hey, if we were to get the final Cloud Skin Stone, would you go to Palace?
Under certain circumstances, yes.
Okay.
It all comes down to like where the final consent is.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, BlueZy's spotting the remote bombs there. So that's nice. Yeah, BlueZy already checked Deepwood, and so did Carson, if I recall correctly. No, wait, they didn't, right? Did Carson check Deepwood? No, they don't. They didn't pick up the bow in Deepwood. Yeah, it looks like BlueZy is now just hunting down a few more flippers checks. Gacha could be in hiking. Yep. Gacha could be everywhere. So it could be in Lake Hylia, could be in Droplets still, another water pot, could be in the Folds, could be in the castle mode, could be on top of Cranel in the mid cave, could be in hiking. Where else could it be? think that's about it. Well, or if we get the Kinstone in Wind Tribe and or Palace. Or Grigel. No, it can't be a Grigel. Sorry. Malario and Gust of George. Malario. Might be. So yeah, they just have to track down the final Kinstone and or Gustja. However, they would very much prefer Gustja. Yeah, BlueZy is taking good use, is making good use of his Ocarina. Since Ocarina lets you fast travel, that's very handy indeed. And it looks like he's actually going to check on the waterport. So maybe there's the fable. Oh, okay, he's not. No. Jar and Jar, yeah. Gustja's likely. The most dense location, technically, at the moment, would be Palace of Winds, or Wind Tribe. However, we still need one more Kinstone for that. Skull of Metal. Yeah, BlueZy is thinking about... Okay, there we go. Yeah, BlueZy is saving in order to be able to save Scum back into Lake Hylia if Karloff doesn't have his Gustja. So yeah, interestingly enough, Carson also has the Call of Metal, but I don't think he has checked Call of yet. I have more. Okay, Call of has been looked at. So Call of has been useless. Yikes. Yeah, Gasha could be on George. We still need all Kinstone though. That's the London Ranch key, which that'd be a bet. We could do a bet, but there aren't that many locations left. Do we want to start a bet, Hayden? What do you think? We could make a bet for the Gustja wiki. So, where would the Gustja be? There we go. So everybody, place your bets. Where's the Gustja? The Gustja is our last item that we need. I like the way you all think. That's very nice of you. Hiking, Cave of Flames, George, Hilawi, Palace. That's just... That's the creme de la creme. If I were a Gustja, where would I have myself? I know where you're not going to hide yourself. In droplets. If you have this last book. That's also a thing. Last book could be anywhere. Let me quickly count the checks and palace in my head. I think we have like... I think we have like 15 to 16 checks in Palace alone. Then we've got 5 non-Gustja locked spots in Wind Tribe. there are about 8 to 9 checks left in Cave of Flames. Where could it be? Where else could it be? But I do reckon the Kinstone will be found first, so they spent the time passwords for no reason. That's a very likely outcome. Yeah, it doesn't look too good for the racers so far. They still need to track down the gas jar. Could be. Let's see, is there anything left in Deepwood? No, there isn't. BlueZy more or less full cleared everything that he can do at the moment. There are a handful more tracks in town that he can do. There's Bottle Percent, which he's not going to pick up, unfortunately. So BlueZy choosing not to go for Bottle Percent. Yeah, imagine actually not picking up Bottle. Oh, BlueZy's going to check the mode. That's a good idea. Okay, let's bomb back in the mode. And repair. Yikes. Yeah, I don't know where the Guster is, but that definitely is worthy of being the quality point for this seed. What else is there left? BlueZy can't check the sewers, so the sewers are still unchecked. There's the waterfall in Bay Falls, Cave of Flames. There's the mid-check in Cave of Flames. There's Mount Tilby. And what's left unchecked? Hiking? I think I already mentioned Cave of Flames. Yeah. And if there's a Kinstone somewhere, then yeah, it's probable. No idea where it is. It could be literally everywhere. Okay, Karsen finding the mid butterfly, so at least he can dig faster, which is nice, but it's not all that useful. But yeah, it looks like BlueZy's going to fork the caster now. At least it looks like that. Imagine the racers finding the Kinstone to fork the palace, and palace is just barren, and then they're going to last location their gas jar somewhere. Oh, that'd be hilarious. Okay, what's in store for us at Scarblade? Just a few rupees. That'd be hilarious. Oh. If you find Couch in Cave of Flames, do you bail? I think I would at least set the red warp Nimbus. And I think it depends on the checks left in Cave of Flames. If you've got like the entire basement left, get red warp and then maybe bail. If not, then I think it's worth. The sick old man can't have the gas jar, since you need the gas jar in order to check the sick old man, which is going to. The sick old man is called Regal. So you need Gusher to cure him of his greed. Since in this version of the game, if you have a ghost, the ghost robs your money. Okay, let's be some hot. It's an hiking. Oh,
Oh my god.
yeah, that's a cool point for the seat. Congratulations. Hiking. Oh, all the checks it's hiking. Yeah, it might take Carson a while to get back to hiking. If Palace wins completely Baron, Carson might win this. Yeah. That's super likely. So, if Palace wins Baron, Palace has a lot of checks. I can quickly bring up the emo tracker and quickly count the checks in Palace. If you give me a second here. Because I don't have the exact amount of checks available in Palace in my head at the moment. Let's see. So, not counting the Wind Tribe, Palace has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 18 checks, which is actually a lot. They just hate Gear Flames, don't they? Like, yeah.
You do.
Yeah. Like, watch it been there all the time. Oh, that'd be amazing. Just for reference, Cave of Flames has... So, just for the Spiky Tree Basement, which they couldn't clear. So, both of us still have 7, 8, 9 checks left, Cave of Flames. Sorry, wait, 1, 2. Sorry, 10. Doesn't this do inputs? No. This is just vanilla only. In Rando, the old man doesn't die. As the old man, it's myth. Yeah, you can't miss any checks in Rando. Okay, BlueZy is actually setting the quick warp, the safe scum in Palace. Which isn't too bad. Oh, he's going to check the waterfall first. Yeah, that makes sense. We already have lost. Depends on where the Gustra is. If the Gustra isn't in Palace, then Carson has a good shot at winning. And it looks like Carson is going to make his way into hiking now, which will put him back on the playing field, since BlueZy hasn't checked the sewers yet. So yeah, if the Gustra is in Palace, it all depends on where exactly it is. Oh, that's the second to last kinstone for Carson. So Carson just needs one more kinstone. He's currently at 4 Club of Kinstones, not on 5. Yeah, Karsen needs one more Kinzone, and that Kinzone isn't hiking. So check that he will reach in about 2 minutes. Or a minute, 1 to 2 minutes. I do care for all this nonsense. Can't argue with that. Although, I don't know how long Kevram's takes for just the basement, but that's probably 5 minutes. I think that the thing that keeps BlueZy and Karsen from Cave of Flames is just the fact that Cave of Flames is not required. But so is Palace. So... 1 minute, 2 minutes for agency films. Whoop! But on the other hand, means you don't want to do Cave of Flames and then find your Gustia in an orphan to check in Quennel top. Yeah, it's fast with Cape. If they have the all the strategies, they did check Orphan Fairy. Both of them did. And now it all depends on if Karsen's going to check Cave of Flames first, or if he's going to check Cloudops first. Sorry, not Cloudops, but Palace. So the interesting thing is that technically, when it comes to logic, the Cloud Stone was locked into Flippers, which was a progression item in Fortress. So yeah, it all depends now where the Gustia is, if it's in Game of Frames or if it's in Palace. Yeah, it all depends on where the Gustia is. The first who finds the Gustia wins, basically. Well, probably wins. Yeah, BlueZy saved in Palace, so if need be, he can quickly get back there. However, it's also likely that Karsen chooses to go into Wind Tribe, check Wind Tribe, and then do Cave of Flames after that. Since he just opened up the Wind Crest. That's compass. Map, okay. So there's 2, 3, 4, 6 checks left in Cave of Flames. And it looks like, yeah, it looks like Karsen is going to check Palace before Cave. This could be a very, very close race.
It could.
So super close. All depends on whether BlueZy finds his sword, his Gustra first, or Karsen.
Yeah.
It's either Palace or it's... Can it be something else? I don't think it can. No, it's one of those two. It's either Palace or Flames. That's a small key there for Karsen. Okay, I think BlueZy is missing one check in the back right of the basement. And he's choosing to go to Clearrock first. Let's go Clearrock. Yeah, level up first. And BlueZy is choosing to go for the Sorted strat. Okay, that's big key for Karsen. That means he might not skip pot push. Okay. Moment of... Oh! Karsen messing up that. There we go. Oh no! Yeah. Karsen missing a sucker there as well. Okay, that's the final remaining location, and there's no Gustra there. So he's got 3 more checks before having to drop down to second of Palace. Let's see if he does the fan loop, or if he just skips it. I wouldn't skip fan loop at this point, I would just do it. Okay, BlueZy finishing up Clearrock there. He's got 1 more check left in basement of Cave of Flames. I think. It's unlikely that he skips pot push, just because he has already has two small keys, so he probably knows that there's going to be an item on pot push. I mean, he can skip it, but okay. Oh, BlueZy, I think BlueZy did everything in Cave of Flames, so now he's checking Malawi. Yeah, he's going to check Malawi next. Come on, Malawi. So it's actually in Palace, right? Oh, he didn't set the... Oh, he didn't check the... Oh! Did Karsen check that? I don't know if Karsen did check this spot here. Probably did. Yeah, he did. Okay, yeah, now BlueZy is going to run back after Karsen. So Karsen is in the lead by about 4 minutes, maybe even 5. Although it could, it might as well. It still depends on Darkhouse Castle. You can easily lose a few minutes here and then, and not in DHC. BlueZy did full clear Cave of Flames. And yeah, that's a key and hard piece in Palace. to say that BlueZy's what's it called? BlueZy's movement and his general pace is fairly quick, so he might close the gap just a tiny bit. Karsen did spend a tiny bit longer here in Kane's skip. And every second that Karsen loses here will be very, very useful to BlueZy. I think Karsen didn't. I think Karsen skipped pot push, but I could be mistaken there. Okay. And we don't know if BlueZy is going to skip pot push either. It always has a key. No, pot push does. So, give me a second. So, pot push has a key if you get there without the big key and with just one. Sorry, with the big key and just one more small key. You are required by logic to have 2 small keys and the big key as soon as you reach the big door. You can skip pot push when in go mode, but only if you skip fan loop as well. So BlueZy is choosing to do he's skipping it as well. That's risky. That's super risky. Because there could be the gust shot in pot push. Yikes. BlueZy likely won't do fan loop. Probably. This is such a close race. Jesus Christ.
It really is.
Jaws on George, don't need pot push. That's a good point. That's a valid point. Yeah, BlueZy probably feels behind after doing after full clear. Okay, it's just harpies. Okay, for a second I really thought that that's going to be the gas jar, because it's been the gas jar before, twice for me. But yeah, if BlueZy skips fan loop, he doesn't. Yeah, pop push is no issue this time, which is nice. Okay, BlueZy's not going to gamble. There's Gas Jar! Okay, Karsen's go mode. Karsen is about, I say, 4 to 5 minutes ahead of BlueZy right now. Karsen's Gas Jar was in the second half of Palace of Winds. I think that's the Compass Rim. But it's technically the second chest in, not second chest, but the second half of, what's his face? Nobody won. I think someone said Palace of Winds, right? Hang on. Windpipe, Hiking, post Blue Warp. So, it's post Blue Warp Palace of Winds. That's the second half, basically. Since the Blue Warp basically marks the halfway point of Palace of Winds. Yeah, Nimbus won. Congratulations, Nimbus. BlueZy's not going to be happy. However, I do know that BlueZy practiced quite a bit of Vate, so he might squeeze a few seconds out of Dark Hyrule Castle. No, BlueZy, no! What are you doing? Excuse me? He's not going to do pot push, is he? BlueZy's going back for pot push. And yeah, we can do a tower bat. So, in order to finish the Minish Cap Randomizer, our racers will need to track down 4 small keys in Dark Hyrule Castle. Dark Hyrule Castle, well, they actually need to track down 5, but there's a minimum of 1 small key in the towers, and the maximum of 4 small keys in the towers. We have 4 towers: northeast, northwest, southeast, and southwest. And now we can bet where our keys are going to be. Yeah, BlueZy BlueZy's muscle memory just kicked in there. I think I'm going to bet 4 towers just because this is a Hazen seed and it's possible, although very unlikely. But yeah, since BlueZy is going to go back for pot push, he will lose another 4 minutes, so he should be about 8 minutes behind Karsen now, if my math is correct. Maybe like 7, since his execution is quite good. But he's definitely more than 5 minutes behind Karsen. And not too bad, you have to type in exclamation point or exclamation mark bet and then the amount of towers. Oh, BlueZy. Yeah, 4 towers is about as rare as 1 tower is. Yeah, this is the Discord for... Oh, chance. I think it's in bracket. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Nimbus. Thank you, Nori. Yeah, BlueZy is not happy about that. He is not happy. Yeah, this is really feels Batman moment. He had a good opportunity to catch a bit up and to narrow down the gap between them, but yeah, doing per push wasn't the brightest idea. So yeah, this gives to show that one false gamble can make or break your lead. Because BlueZy was in the lead, and then he had to gain the flames, which didn't turn out too good for him. Okay, that's a small key. I think there's one more left. That being the Blaze check. That you can actually sequence break with just the blue sword and the bombs. There's Gusja. Yeah, and now BlueZy has to hurry back to Deepwood, fight Green Chew, and hope to at least catch up to Karsen, which is very unlikely, to be honest. It's possible, but still very unlikely. It would require for BlueZy to catch up to Karsen. Karsen would need to probably die somewhere in Bate, or screw up some sort of puzzle, which he probably won't, since this is a very high skill level. Or the level that these both players are racing against is a very high skill, because this is almost the semi-finals for the losers bracket. Okay, so we've got 2 small keys, so this is going to be at least 3 towers. It's either 3 or 2 towers. Because there's still one more check left. You probably head to DHC when Karsen starts towers. Yeah. And from the beginning to DHC to towers, it's about 5 to 7 minutes, I think. Karsen getting the bomb set in the first try. Sorry, not the bomb set, but the clones there. This one can be surprisingly tricky, just because it's more or less pixel perfect to get all 3 of them. All 4 of them. Okay, that's BlueZy's last element. And it's 2 towers. So you need 4 small keys and you've got 4 towers. But since we already have 2 small keys, that means that the remaining 2 small keys will be in the towers. We don't know which ones it will be though. So, yeah. One thing that's kind of disappointing is that both owners did not choose to either use the water bottle or the instant charm. Jesus Christ, you scared me there for a bit. Okay. BlueZy opening up Darkow Castle, while Karsen is making his way towards the Red Warp in DHC. So, I think from here on out to the end of the siege would be about 10 to maybe 12, probably about 10 minutes, depending on how nice the towers are going to be. If they do all 4 towers, it will maybe take them about, I want to say 6 to 7 minutes in order to clear all towers, or maybe more than 5. I think. And then about 5 additional minutes to beat Vati. If you've got good RNG on Vati 2 and nice Vati 3 tennis fights. But yeah, about 10 minutes from now. Probably. Okay, Karsen having a bit of trouble there with the Black Dart Nut. You can actually quick kill the Black Dart Nut here if you pin it against the big door. And it looks like Karsen is going to start with the northwestern tower. Yeah, interestingly enough, Karsen doesn't have the long spin. He does have the down thrust, which makes fighting Vati 2 easier, but still missing the long spin, which makes fighting the dart nuts easier. Okay, who's picking up the map there? So yeah, fun fact about the hands here, or the floor masters. Sorry, wall masters. They can grab you mid-air, so you want to avoid them at all costs, even dashing through them with a cape. Okay, BlueZy just quickly set the creep warp there, while he's making his way into the blade check, or the blade chest, I suppose, where he will be picking up another small key. BlueZy, on the other hand, is going to go for the southeastern tower next. So, northwest tower was barren. To grab before, yeah. These fans can snipe you very, very well. Okay, so southeast had a key. Only to west effort, 2 northwest and 2 all west, nobody wins. Yeah, nobody wins. Except maybe the house, who knows. I think it's more or less a rule that the restreamer wins, if nobody else wins. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Nobody wins tower bets anyway. That's true. Yeah, Karsen's now checking the northeastern tower. So it's a very interesting route to see Karsen take. Just because usually you tend to do the towers well, most people do them clockwise, starting from either northwest or northeast. However, I think majority of them starts with northeast, just because northwest tower has the potential to get in the northwest tower you have the potential to get grabbed by the hands, which many people don't like. But yeah, Karsen found all four small keys. So the small keys left were in southeast and northeast. Now he will be picking up his big key, which is going to get randomized starting with the next version of the window, if I saw it correctly. And then his gauntlet begins. Well, I say gauntlet, but it's technically just catching up to the donuts and then fighting them on a time limit. A fairly generous time limit as well. I don't know about the time limit itself, how long it is, but it's probably something like 5 to 6, 7 minutes. Oh, Cast getting stabbed by the Keaton there. Has to recharge his clones. There we go. Yeah. Oh, he's actually bonking into the wall there. So, what one has to do in both the speedruns and in the rando is that they can try to get a manip going, but the manip is very precise, and I think it's only very consistent in Japanese version, which this rando doesn't support. So one of the things that you can do makes as a cutscene and oh, cool! I didn't know that. But yeah, when bonking there, you kind of throw your good Dark Knight RNG down the bin. Since what you can do is just walk up to them and do a small hop when you're in the inner circle of the carpet. With some luck, the Dark Knight, so the Black Dark Knight will charge forward. You can jump over him, and then you can pin him against the wall and just slash him to death. Just like BlueZy did just then. Just with the south one instead of the north one. Okay, Karsen fighting Vati1. We also have a few changes when compared to vanilla. In the vanilla version, those little eyes that fly around Vati1 take 2 swipes to kill. Yeah. Thanks to the EU version for the harder for no reason. Well, the EU version is an earlier build than even the Japanese version, if I recall correctly. That's why there's no bomb back, that's why there's no whirlwind before the ground cave. Yeah. Karsen managing to get a 4 cycle on Vati 1 and continuing into Vati 2. Yeah, one strat that you can do with Vati 2 is that you use your down thrust here instead of just cloning yourself and then just slashing. That's also something that you can do, which makes it a tiny bit faster since you have to 3 cycle him anyways. Okay, BlueZy only missing 1 more small key. However, at this rate it's unlikely that he catches up. Looks like he's going to go to northeast as well, which will be his final key. But even then, he's probably about 4 minutes behind Karsen. Maybe more like 5. But yeah, somewhere between 4 and 5 minutes. Just because BlueZy now has to do all of Vati 1 and the Dark Knight fight, while Karsen gets a beautiful 3 cycle on Vati 2. And now he's going to move on to Vati 3, which is the final boss of the game and the final obstacle that our runners face. So now is the lovely tradition of Zelda and bosses having to require to play tennis.
The best kind of sport.
Yep. So what Karsen does is that he moves to the right in order to keep to lure Vati away from the pedestal. While Karsen stands on the pedestal, he's immune to damage of any kind, so he exploits that and gets Vati to drop his arms, or to lower his guards, basically. There we go. Gets the first arm done. Now he drops back onto the portal, gets the second, will probably get the second arm as well. And then does the dreaded blue ball phase start. So this is by far the most difficult and most stressful thing in the entire rando, and this happens right at the end. So the runners have to clone themselves and align themselves almost perfectly to ricochet Barty's light blue electric attacks back to Barty himself in order to finish him off. And as you just saw, that's very, very pixel perfect. It's not pixel perfect. You have some leeway, but it's a very small window. There we go. That's the first. You only 2 swipes per down, and you can then finish within 3 cycles. When you stand right in front of Vati, he likes to move once and then fire his blue bolts basically as soon as he starts stopping. If you're not exactly before Vati, he likes to use the other electrical attack that you just saw, which is the, I'd say, the roundabout blue ball. There we go. Karsen finishing up Vati with a beautiful 250 16. He's a bit slow on the timing, but about 250 11 I think it was.
GG.
So yeah, GG to Karsen. He'll be moving up into the semifinals of, the round 2 of the losers bracket, quarterfinals. If I saw that correctly. And we actually have him for interview. GG Karsen.
GG, Karsen.
So, what did you think of the seat? Joe, not getting any audio from Karsen right now.
Think he might be having mic issues?
Yeah, we can't hear you, Karsen. Did you mute yourself?
He probably did. Whoa, this is unexpected. We can't hear Karsen.
Yeah, monk ass. Karsen is everyone, he's speechless.
I mean, wouldn't be the first time someone's like that.
Yeah. BlueZy is currently having some trouble with Vati 2, but that's to be expected from Vati 2. Okay, getting a 3 cycle as well. So my mic is working after all. Yeah, that's a bit disappointing, but anyways, GG Karsen. What are your thoughts to the seed? Maybe you want to type that in chat then, for all of us to hear or to read, I suppose.
Am I banned? That's a real question.
How bad is Hayden? On a scale from I think on a scale from Ibord to Myth, how bad is Hayden?
That's all I need to know.
Yeah, the boots were in a very unlucky location. But the thing that won you the seed was the fact that BlueZy headed into Cave of Flames before Palace.
So, here's the thing. If I waited any longer, I wouldn't be rolling a seed probably on the day of my unbanning. And I was like, it's already been long enough. I've been gone for like almost a month. I need to come back before someone thinks I'm actually disappeared for good. So I figured, why not just remove the self-ban for myself? It's been long enough.
Yeah, it's fair. You made some bad choices.
No one ejected. If someone ejected, I wouldn't have rolled the seed. I would have at least
Yeah, but still, for the majority of the race, you and BlueZy were neck on neck. BlueZy always had a bit of the upper hand, but just by about like 2 to 3 minutes. And then after getting your final kinstone and hiking, or after you two got your final kinstone and hiking, BlueZy chose to go into Cave of Flames and full clear it, while you chose to go back to Palace of Winds and full clear that. What BlueZy also did was that he opened up Blue Orb, but he went back to grab Pod Push because he skipped Pod Push, and he didn't. Well, that way he had to spend another 4 minutes. And BlueZy just finished up as well, with a time of about 2:54, 58. So GG to BlueZy.
He will
Unfortunately,
not be coming in for Tom.
yeah, BlueZy won't be
He has
joining
nothing
us
to
today.
say. I think he's just got nothing.
That's understandable. This
I
was
mean,
a,
it was a rough seed for both.
this
of
was
us.
a rough seed and a very close race. Yeah, we had 2 caster kinstones in the minute checks in caster. Sorry, 2 Clotos kinstones in caster. We've had the cane. We've had the boots in Cave of Flames, and then the cane back in London of all things. So yeah, this was pretty much a Hayden seed. This was
Indeed.
what we come to expect from Hayden seed.
And I got just the answer I wanted out of Carson, so means I don't have to self-ban myself again. For now,
Wait,
as we always say.
so are you going to ban yourself or not?
No,
Yeah,
this
okay.
wasn't a living nightmare for both.
That's 0 ban points for you, and 3 mean points. One being the quality point with the Gustra.
I mean, I'm gonna give myself a mini ban because technically, win is
That's
correct.
right now.
I came back with Rolling Seeds before my soap ban was gone, so I get myself small ban.
That's too late now. You're still on 3rd place.
True. I'm
Yes,
still up on the top anyway. It don't matter.
this was bad, but not quite bad worthy. Yeah, pretty much. It was bad, but it could have been a lot worse. We know what Hayden is.
I'm
know
a
what-
living nightmare. What can I say?
That's one way to put it. So, yeah. I think that's about it for us today, isn't it?
It is.
We are going to have a few more races in this week as well. Let me quickly bring up the sheet for that, because I don't have it in my
I have it up if you want me to do that.
okay, yeah, please do that.
Alright, so okay, so coming up in the Minish Cap Randomizer Tournament Season 1, we have the next 2 lower bracket quarterfinal round 2 matches. Tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time is Francois Harpy versus Rylix, and on Friday at 1:15 p.m. EST, it's Daxam Lant versus Hendris01. Hello, Hendris. You're going to be matching up on Friday.
Yeah,
If I'm... Oh, go on.
this will be fun.
If I'm not
Especially
mis-
since you had me roll the seed.
Yeah, I hope Dex is okay with that.
Right.
Sure, he'll be fine.
And if I'm not mistaken, that will finish up the quarterfinals of the lower bracket, which will allow us to start scheduling the semifinals round 1 for the lower bracket. So that's going to be hype.
Hype.
Indeed.
And then as far as ZSR itself, we have the Zelda 2 Randomizer weekly race happening in an hour. And that'll be it for today. any final words, commentators? Or racers in the chat? Which I can't see right now.
Don't relate to the racing, but I'll get the thing on the racing before I get to what I'm actually gonna say.
Never skip hiking.
Well, that, and also, let's make these last couple of races count and make them good. Now, for what I'm really gonna say, now to go take a massive nap, because was trying not to pass out this whole entire run.
I can tell. But you...
I was a freaking trooper, so
you
I
did
was
well.
not that
You did
well.
well.
Yeah.
Alright, and with that, I want to thank the runners for a great race. Thank you, BlueZy and karsen777. Congrats, Karsen, for your win. Thank you to our commentators, Hendris01 and Just Hayden. And thank you to our trackers, Norinato and Nimbus125. I hope you all had a great time watching this race, and we will see you next time. Have a great day, everybody.
Bye.
Toodles.